What's going on, Leo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Leo. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. Alright, dance moves are getting back. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but revitalized energy. I'm with it. Hopefully you're with it too, Leo. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this message, or come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Leo. Now I'm going to pull a few oracle decks from this, just whole oracle decks. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, that would be quite a power. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that are like watching Leo, so definitely check them out. Very cool group. I think you'd enjoy them. But let's get into your first card here. Oh, and look at that, one of your cards. I'm with it. So you got the fourth card of you, which is family card. And with this card, this is a card of loyalty, faithful, allegiance, parents, children, siblings, fidelity, commitment, trust, affection, support systems, origins, tribe, dependable, sincere, and kindred spirits. And the energy that's coming through here, Leo, is the tribe. And you know, I feel like for some, maybe we might be in this energy of, I don't know, kind of looking for that tribe. You know, those people that, it's like, those that we can call, because I feel like, you know, family has really kind of evolved over the years, you know, and where we do have like our blood family and things along those lines, I do feel like that it's those people that we do meet along the way, and those ones that kind of stick around too, you know, that we really form that sense of, unity with. And maybe for some we've been kind of like yearning for that tribe, you know. And if that's something that we've been kind of thinking about, Leo, I feel like maybe one way to maybe kind of think about this thing is like maybe there's this maybe we go out and join some different type of groups. Let's say, you know, maybe if you're like gardening, for example, you know, maybe joining like a community garden group, or maybe even seeing if there's maybe even like I'm not sure, maybe even for some, I've even kind of getting this energy of maybe even trying to create your own. Maybe you have this big plot of land, and we can invite some people over to contribute certain plants and things. So it's like a weekly thing, or whatever that's looking like there, Leo. Or maybe this is something where we do something around the neighborhood. It's like you start a whole bunch of garden. I'm not sure, Leo, but I feel like that quest for that tribe sometimes can feel, I'm almost even kind of getting for some, maybe there has been this sense of loneliness as of late. You know, maybe it's like we're surrounded by people whom we love and things, but it's just like there's something, it almost feels like a little superficial, you know? And it's like we can't quite put our finger on why it's not this deeper type of connection. Because I feel like Leo energy is one that you do have this sense of, you have this radiance about you, you know, that attracts others to, you know, that natural kind of effervescence, or that enthusiasm that really just kind of brings people into your world. But it's just like maybe for some it's like we're even like might be reevaluating our group, because it's just like even though we're able to pull those type of people to us, it's just like, and it's not necessarily say that they're taking advantage of you, but it might be that they're giving, you're giving more than they're giving to you in a sense, you know. And it's not to say, because Leo energy has a lot of vitality, and I feel like where people, and that might be something too, Leo, that we want to be kind of mindful of, is expecting others to deliver to the degree that you're able to deliver, because you are a very giving sign. And I feel like it's paying attention to, are those people giving to the extent that they can achieve, but with that same level that you bring. It's going to look different from person to person, but I feel like if there's that mutual reciprocity, or like that, that's like, I'm almost getting like mutually beneficial in a sense, and it's not like we're expecting them to do it. It's just one of those things that just happens, then I feel like that's kind of what we were kind of looking for here. But let me get some tarot on this and get some details. Very Ten of Cups type of vibes here that's kind of going through. Those energies that we kind of harmonize with. And Thank you. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, interesting. Alright, Leo. So you have the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Fortune card, and then the Emperor here. And that's kind of what I was feeling here, Leo, when it's like we're thinking about this tribe. There's this sadness that's kind of coming through here. Maybe we've been, I don't know, maybe we're feeling kind of stuck with who we really want to give our all to. It's just like finding that group of where we just can kind of really, I don't know, it's like where we can really be ourselves and really kind of, there's this vulnerability, I feel like, that's kind of coming through here with the Knight of Cups, that we just want to be able to kind of share in all of this abundance that we have, in both in good times and in tougher times there, Leo. It's kind of the energy that's giving me through. And I'm almost getting with the Emperor here. It feels like that we're finding, I don't know, it's like, I feel like it's like maybe we're having troubles finding those who have that sort of staying power. Or maybe we're finding people who kind of start things up, but then yeah, it's like there's not that endurance or that stamina to kind of keep these relationships or to hold this tribe together like maybe you do, Leo. Because I'm just thinking with the Emperor Aries energy. Aries energy is one that is very, they can just kind of spark things up. They have that just natural drive and like, oh, okay, we're ready to do this thing, let's go. But, you know, Aries energy, they are associated with the first house. And, the first house deals with self. And maybe for some, we've come across maybe some selfish figures possibly, and it's just being sort of just like, let me get a little bit more on this Knight of Cups here, Leo. Thank you. Ha! There it is, Leo. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Cups and then the the Prince of Disc here. And I feel like this is one, Leo, where if we've been having troubles kind of finding this tribe, there is this level of, and I know this kind of stinks to say, but maybe if there's this energy of being patient. And maybe for some, I'm even kind of getting where it's like we might have again kind of like poured our hearts out in a sense. I feel like with this Ten of Cups, and maybe not necessarily tried to force this thing, but it's just like maybe I'm getting an energy of like being really excited about getting, about finally finding this group. And then something with this Three of Swords is just like there's this disappointment or this sadness, or there's still not this sense of fulfillment like we thought it was. And I feel like that with the Prince of Disc and the Two of Swords, it's like there's this energy of, again, as we're kind of forming this tribe, kind of maybe taking things slow at first, before and it's not that we're just, it's like especially if we feel like kind of on the fence, maybe with some people. It's just like, taking that energy kind of slow at first and pay attention to that reciprocity. Are you the one that's always giving, maybe always initiating things, always, taking, calling them up, messaging them first? There's like, because it's one thing that, it's not that it's like, I hope that makes sense. It's just like there's a balance. I feel like that is going to come through when it's like when we're looking for this soul tribe here. All right, Leo. Interesting start there. Let's get another oracle on the mix. Oh, all right, Leo. So you got the 5th card of Scorpios here, which is the Thunderstorm card. And with this card, this is a card of power, destruction, trouble, electric display, a warning, out of control, energy shift, conflict, triumph over evil, fierce, booming, conflict, and opportunity to overcome. And the energy that's coming through here is a warning, Leo. And I feel that this is more so like a sense of, not that I feel like you're in any kind of danger or anything, Leo. It's more so that it's really paying attention to your intuition when I feel like it comes to the people that we are keeping in our tribe, or for those who we kind of associate with. Because I'm almost kind of getting like a Queen of Cups type of vibes where, in this deck, she's impressionable by the other energies of the cards that come through. And if we're reflecting something that doesn't resonate with us, or we notice that just something feels off, we're feeling either sort of like a little apprehensive, a little can't quite put our finger on it, then again, this feels like with the Prince of Disc, it's like there's a need to kind of take things slow, possibly, before we just kind of jump into something and really get something started here with the Emperor, and then getting in the cycle, and then realizing halfway through that it's not what we expected it to be. Because Scorpio energy it brings things to light. Because Scorpio is not about the superficial. They really take relationships and take them to those next levels. It's like that real kind of deeper type of bond that's happening. But let's get some tarot on this. See what this is about. Oh, interesting. All right, Leo. So you have the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, the the Knight of Disc, the Universe, and then the Hierophant here. There's a lot going on with that. And I'm almost kind of feeling for some, it's like maybe we've been kind of, I feel like we've been kind of hurt in the past here, possibly, Leo. Maybe with the 10 of Swords here, maybe we had someone who betrayed your trust, or it almost feels like that we're kind of seeing people maybe in a different kind of light, or something that happened where things hit this state of kind of rock bottom in a sense. And I feel like with the 8 of Pentacles, it's like now there's this energy, because where the thing is, because maybe even for some, it's like maybe we don't trust others, and we're trying to keep them out of our world. We're trying to keep this sense of, I almost am getting like this energy for some. There's this aloofness that's kind of coming through here with the Knight of Disc. It's almost like we're kind of maybe where we used to just sort of like willingly kind of give yourself. Maybe now it's like it's kind of shifted to like becoming like a business transaction, or like I don't know. There's something a little bit colder, I feel like, with the Knight of Disc here. Still your friendly self, but just like not as like we used to be. And I feel that there is this, if we've been hurt in the past in things, where those situations are meant to, even those harsher ones, where they may not have been pleasant, they did teach you this level of discernment. They taught you what you don't want from a relationship, and then it shows what you. But I feel like that's something too, that when we're looking for this tribe, we don't want to focus on what we don't want in something, because that's what we're just going to attract. The universe is interesting like that when we're thinking about those energies and what we're pulling in, because if we're focusing on what we don't want, that keeps us in that kind of lower vibration, and that's what we're going to attract. But if we focus on what we do want, that reciprocity, 10 of cups, abundance, friendship, trust, things like that, then that's what we're going to attract. And I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, that's the routine that we need to get into. It's like it's focusing on changing the mindset of how we may have been operating up until this point, because maybe even this is something where we've really been kind of trying to do this thing, but it has been a struggle. It's like, let me get a little bit more on this universe here, Leo. Because even with the Hierophant, there's wisdom that's coming through here. Both, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, and that's interesting too, Leo, because the Eight of Pentacles, this is the Sun in Virgo. And the Sun's still in Virgo for a little while longer. And, while your ruler is in Virgo, this does give you a more kind of critical mind right now, and I feel like we want to be mindful of that. Like, I don't know, like it's like to some it's like we might be taking things to the extreme, and like, possible potential, like shutting people out here. Interesting. Scorpio energy. So you have the universe is clarified by, I love this, because you got the Death card, the 10 of Pentacles, and then the Princess of Cups. And the Princess of Cups is she's a very giving figure. She's very generous with her energy. She'll give you the shirt off her back, the turtle, the swan, this fish, whatever you need. But I feel like there is a need to kind of tweak maybe how we've been doing things with the Death card. And I don't know, it's like it's paying attention to I don't know, these warning signs, and I feel like it's not just focusing on how, maybe situations in the past have maybe led to this sorrow or this ruin or this depression and things and disappointments. It's to figure out how it's changed you into how, I don't know, to like how you give differently. Like, I feel like we're just, I don't know, it's like we're being more mindful with how we're giving. And and how these things have shaped you up until this point, because all right, Lee, I think I'm gonna pull away from that one, but that seems like a lot to think about with that one. All right, Leo, let's get your last card here. All right, so you got it's been a while since I've seen this card. You got the first card of Cancers, which is the Pearl card. And with this card, this is a card of emotional force, opening up, experiential wisdom, honesty, intuition, perception, loyalty, the moon, subconscious mind, hidden things, diving deep layers, and developing character. An energy that's coming through here, Leo, is the opening up. And maybe for some maybe we've been kind of closed off from, because I'm even getting like I don't know, like a 5 of Cups type of energy, where it's just like we were disappointed with maybe how a situation has gone down. And I don't know, it almost feels like that we might be kind of like, again, kind of, especially I feel like with the Sun being in Virgo right now, it's like we're in the sense of like this overly critical of like maybe letting people in, whether this be, members for like friendships, or like trying to form a soul tribe. This could even be like forming a relationship, or I don't know, there's a balance here. I feel like in some of us, maybe that's something we're kind of weighing with, between like how much is too much. And it's just like, as far as like opening up, it's like we don't want to wear our heart on our sleeve, but we also don't want to close ourselves. Hmm. Because I feel like with this is something we've been kind of struggling with, this kind of thought process, as far as like how much to open up, or how much can we, how do we find that balance, you know? Because I'm just thinking the Two of Swords, this is the moon in Libra, and the moon deals with our emotions and the things that we keep hidden, and Libra being about that balance. It's let me get your let me get some tarot on this. Thank you. And last little bit here, Leo. Interesting. All right, so you have the Devil here, and then you have the Magician, the Magus card. And let's switch back over. Because I almost feel like that I'm more so getting with the Magician. This is Mercury energy. And I feel like that we've been kind of just maybe been in our heads quite a bit. Just really been kind of thinking a lot about this, possibly, Leo. Whether this is finding a tribe, who do we open up to? Can we trust? Because maybe even for some, it's like we might even be having troubles, maybe even trusting our intuition in a sense. And, it feels that with the Devil, that for some, I feel like that maybe it's like we might be letting like something that's happened in the past, like a toxic situation, or one where there was this level of like control or something, with the Devil and the Emperor being here. There was this controlling energy that might even have been kind of coming through, kind of domineering. And it's like where, even though we may have, those people may not be in our lives, they still have this grip on you, in a sense of like they're controlling your actions, and they're still, you know what I mean? It's like we're still giving ourselves this power, or giving them this power, even though they're not there. And I feel like there's this healing energy that's needing to be done as well, because that can be something with the Ten of Swords too, and the Devil, because that energy is not meant to keep you down. It's meant to show you that you have power over your actions, and the people that you can let in, and that you can let me get a little bit more of this Devil before we close here, Leo. Interesting. All right, Leo, thank you. So the Devil is clarified by the Princess of Wands and the Princess of Disc here. In the princesses, they're the pages in traditional tarot, and it's a lot of youthful kind of energy there. And I feel like that maybe there's this. I feel like it's because for some it's just like, maybe I feel like this energy of, especially we were hurt in some kind of way, it's just like thinking how we can maybe have been so naive, is so, or something along those lines. And I feel like that it was one of those things. This journey is a learning process, Leo. I feel like that those situations are not meant to keep you from getting out there and trying again. To try to find those people who are there to, who will raise your, who are there to raise the vibration with you. And I feel that, I do feel like with the Princess of Disc, you do have a lot of energy to give. You're just pregnant with life there, Leo. But it's one of those where it's just, I don't know. It's just like, it's there's going to be this balancer that's needing to be had, as far as like how much energy we pour into something. If we pour ourselves into this, you see how she's feeding her energy through the scepter, and this ground is lit up here. If we're pouring energies into something and nothing is bearing fruit, then that might be something where we're not necessarily cutting off people, but we are just kind of reevaluating. We're kind of analyzing. Oh, okay, I'm not getting, like, I'm not, like, there's no sort of reciprocity there, and it's, again, it's not that we're expecting that, but it's you I hope you know what I mean by that, Leo. But I think I'm going to pull out of that. So just something to think about there, Leo. But if any of that resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Leo, because this can be kind of tough when you're trying to find your tribe, find that family. And I get that, Leo. It's I'm kind of going through a similar thing right now. It's very, very interesting. So I get that, Leo. But we shared, and then subscribe, you emperor, if you haven't already. Hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, Cancer's cards here. That's fine, you don't need them. Oh yeah, you got this Oracle card here. But if you got any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury. I think you have that might be, I might be pushing it. Well, no, Mercury. Come on over to my other channel, The Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday. We talk about lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here. And you got the Queen of Swords here, Leo. And this Queen of Swords, she's a hard one, because she's got you see here, Leo. She's got this this head that she's holding on here. She's got her little sword, but I feel that because the Queen of Swords in this one, she does have this softness, but there is this coldness about her that I feel like for some it's like we might be kind of putting on this extra sense, or kind of acting how we wouldn't, or kind of force something that is. I feel like we want to be careful about. It's like, even though the Queen of Swords is very discerning about the people she lets into her sphere, I feel like we don't want to get in this place where we're just like kind of cutting people's heads off, or trying to I don't know, there's this walled off energy, I feel, and and I do, like, the Queen of Swords is Libra energy, and it feels like that we're trying to balance that energy of just like yeah, something to think about there, Leah. But let me get your Oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Thank you. Alright, so you got the 18th card here, which is the Serendipity card. And, I feel that, especially maybe if we've been, like, just been on a, like, not necessarily a streak, but it's just like we may not have had the best luck with people so far, or I don't know. I feel like that it's just like, as we're working on this growth, Leo, learning that sense of balance and discernment, and how we, that give and take, that unexpected things will kind of stumble along, those relationships that will form kind of long term there. But I feel like that there's that energy of, of needing that level of trust that things are, that we can find something, because the 18th card is the Moon card in the tarot decks, and it can be that fear of, just journeying to the unknown, and things seeming like they don't, like they I don't know, it's like appearing like they giving off one image but really is another thing here, because you do got 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles here. So I feel like there is this kind of long lasting energy that's coming, but it's just like right now maybe it's just, I don't know, there's something that's needing to be learned here, or again, a balance that's needing to be struck. So alright, just something to think about there, Leo. But you stay safe out there, making these connections, forming these soul tribes. Listen to your intuition, that warning sign if something doesn't feel right. And again, it's not necessarily, I feel like, that we're cutting people off, but it's just like, when you feel that, then we kind of switch to this level of, like, observation, and kind of see, like, oh, okay, I gave this much, and then all of a sudden this happened, like, like, just pay attention to that, Leo. And raise your vibration through the roof, because this can be hard, you know, trying to find that tribe or trying to find that family, or, you know, because this could be in love, however this is looking. But yeah, just make sure to do some self-care in between there, Leo. But and I will catch you on the next one. Later.